Yeah, let's go. Yeah. We came a long way. That's what the song say. And I could do all.
It's the NFL on EA Sports, and tonight's clash of conferences is just moments away. It's the Bills and the Saints, and it comes your way next on Madden Football.
EA Sports coverage of the NFL has us at the venerable Superdome in downtown New Orleans. The setting in this dome just serves to amplify the excitement of the folks in New Orleans as their Saints burst from the tunnel a moment ago. They're set, and we're set as well as the Saints get ready to do battle with the Buffalo Bills. Brandon Gaudin alongside the one and only Charles Davis. And CD, lots of compelling storylines in a game like this. Let's take a look at some of the numbers for these two offenses.
And I'm glad you brought up the numbers because sometimes it's hard to quantify a team's performance solely by judging the numbers. But I think with these two teams, what you see is a pretty accurate representation of who they are.
The kicker for the Saints, Will Lutz, has it teed up, and here we go from New Orleans. Returning it, Isaiah McKenzie. And he will make it to the 20-yard line and no further. And we see the Bills offense take the field here at quarterback, Josh Allen.
And partner, when you hear about a 6'5", 235, 240-pound quarterback, you don't often think of him being overlooked coming out of high school, do you? That's exactly what happened to Josh Allen. Overlooked, ended up going to a junior college, Reedley Community College out in California, before matriculating to the University of Wyoming, and the Cowboys were so glad to get him.
On play action, Allen. Flushed out right. And he'll take this beyond the line of scrimmage as he slides to a hole. 4 yards the result on the first play from scrimmage. Second down.
Well, he did a nice job keeping his eyes downfield, waiting for someone to get open. But once the pressure forced his eyes down to see the rush, it was time to make a break for it.
6 yards left on second down. Allen going to throw. Incomplete. Marshawn Lattimore right there on the coverage. He was draped all over it.
I spotted man coverage on the outside. I expect we'll see a lot of that from this defense as this game moves on. And that was a good job there as that one was knocked away.
This defense looking for an early stop. This is third down and 6. From the gun, it's Allen. He's got it complete to Stephon Diggs. And he is going to have a Bills first down as they're able to get the third down conversion. 15 yards that time, and a Buffalo first.
I don't care who you put on him, he's going to be a handful in one-on-one throws.
Yeah, right now, you're right. They're in man-to-man, maybe need some safety help.
I would say that'd be a good idea. Double team him somehow. I'm going to have to make someone else beat me rather than let him shred my defense.
So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. Here's Allen. And the catch made. This is Emmanuel Sanders. And he'll be stopped right at midfield. 11 more yards that go around, a first down as well.
And he's in his 12th NFL season, and he's crafty, he's savvy, he's a guy who competes for the ball. 61 catches with New Orleans last year. Very happy to be in Buffalo. A big reason why? The young quarterback, Josh Allen.
And he is swallowed up right at the line of scrimmage. Demario Davis, Saints leading tackler last year, in on the stop that time.
As usual, the hallmark of a good run defense, linebackers making plays near the line of scrimmage. Absolutely nowhere to run there.
Right back to Singletary on second down. And he's going to be stopped up at about the 47-yard line. 2 runs in a row, but only 2 yards to show for it.
That play reminded me a lot of a former teammate of mine. We used to call him the trash man. His ability to sift through traffic and make plays was uncanny.
And that's exactly what you want from your Mike linebacker. Throwing is Allen on third. Escaping the pressure right. Boy, he almost did that himself, but it looks like he's about a foot or 2 short. Pretty solid gain of 7 yards that time as he scrambled, but now they face a 4th down.
I liked his effort there. He got it done on his own, but let's face it, he puts defenses in a really stressful spot when he takes off and runs because a lot of guys have coverage responsibilities.
Good job of rallying, though, because I thought when he first took off, he might pick up the first down. And on their first drive, the offense staying out there. They're going to go for it on 4th. They're going to run for it. It's Moss. And he's going to have the first down at about the 38. They only got a couple, but a couple's all that they needed as they convert on 4th.
Well, that's what's called being aggressive right there. But I don't know that it's reckless. I think it's much more of a message, hey, defense, I believe in you in case we don't get it. And offense, trying to let them know he believes in them as well.
I like it. Your first drive of the game in plus territory, be aggressive. The 4th down run successful. Now they look to pay it off on first down. They'll run on first down with Singletary. And he'll get 4 here down to the 35-yard line.
On any running play that's called, they're always hoping that it's going to break big and go the distance. But when you get a nice gain like that, you're able to do so many things anyway. You can come back and run essentially the same play again, continue to move the ball on the ground, or you can decide to throw the ball now because usually you have the defense back on its heels.
From the 35 on second down, Allen. He lets this one fly toward the back of the end zone. And this is dropped. Oh, boy. A chance for a big play early, but he could not secure it. That's already the 3rd time they've looked his way on this opening drive. He's caught 1 of the 3.
That doesn't mean they won't continue to go in that direction. It feels like they think they've got something good going there, and I think those numbers are going to increase.
Allen from the gun on 3rd down. Buying time to his left. And he will slide to a stop. He does have the first down. That'll go as a pickup of 8.
When they watch film of this game and hand out the grade sheets, he's going to really like getting a double plus on this play. Why? He scrambles and picks up a first down. But what else does he do? Protects himself by sliding and avoiding the big hit. Double plus, big-time play.
Throwing on first down is Allen. It's Knox, the tight end, making the catch. And down inside the 15, shy of the 10. The Bills' passing game getting them down the field. They've got another first down.
I like this young guy out of Ole Miss in his 3rd year with Buffalo. Prototypical size for a tight end, 6'4", 254. I thought 2020 would be a big year for him. I do think it will happen in 2021.
From down at the 12, it's 1st and 10. On first down, Singletary. And he'll get this one down to about the 10-yard line. 2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8.
Well, that call makes sense because they've been throwing it well on this drive, and once again they show passing formation, showing the shotgun. Then they ran out of it. That's a nice play by them defensively, though, to hold it to a short gain.
They're looking at a 2nd and 8 now from the 10. Working out of the shotgun. Here's Allen working the middle here. That's complete to Knox, the tight end. 6 yards is the pickup, and that'll lead to a 3rd down.
They gave up the completion there, but this is what zone defenses count on. Catching the ball and not much run after the catch.
A couple extra tight ends in the formation here as they line up 3rd and 2. Allen now looks to throw to the goal line, but it's incomplete. 4th down after the New Orleans defense holds serve.
They'll put a check mark in the box where the defense coordinator was saying, how well can we stay with these receivers if we're in man coverage? Because he just did it on that one, forced the incompletion. That allowed him to get bolder with his pass rush, won't it?
Absolutely, frees up your guys elsewhere. The kick by Bass is good. And the Bills' opening drive yields 3. So a long drive gets them down inside the 5, but ultimately they settle for just the field goal.
And I have to think that if maybe they were a yard closer, that would have made their decision tougher, and I think they likely would have gone for it. But in this situation, they just decided to take the 3, and I think it was a smart move.
So after knocking through the field goal, here's Bass to kick it away. On the return, Deontay Harris. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line. First drive coming up here for this New Orleans Saints offense. And leading him out at quarterback here in 2021 in his 7th NFL season, it's Jameis Winston.
This is a big change for everyone in the Bayou country because Drew Brees is no longer the starting quarterback, so there'll be a new starter for the first time since 2006 for the Saints. Jameis Winston, as we all know, unlimited potential, has a 5,100-yard season on his resume in Tampa, but turnovers, that's the biggest part he's got to change. If he does that, he could take the reins and really run with them in New Orleans.
On 1st and 10, Winston. Finding Harris over the middle. And he'll be corralled right around the 34. Right off the bat, it's a first down to start the drive, 12 yards.
You always worry about those smaller receivers running through that gnarly patch of land in the middle of the field. But he did a really nice job there holding on to the football and protected himself as best he could while completing the play.
From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. Here's Winston. They'll get this out to Kamara. And he goes out right around the 39. They'll contain him to just 4. 2nd down.
All defenses worry that whenever anyone catches the ball and has a head of steam come out of the backfield, it could turn into a big play with missed tackles or he runs through people. But they were right there waiting, and they stopped him for a minimal gain.
To throw again on 2nd down. Winston. Under a heavy rush, and down he goes.
That's how we do it.
Got to give him points for the attempt, but there's just a wave of pressure there. A host of people in the area. Evades a few, but couldn't evade all of them.
So now after the sack, Winston and the Saints needing to figure out what to do. Tough play, 3rd and long. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. And he's got his target, Harris. And he is going to have a Saints first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. 3rd and 19, no problem, as they're able to convert. The completion there for Winston. And Jameis, of course, kind of such a boom or bust proposition at the quarterback position. He can light you up or he can give games away. So defensively, what's the mindset with a quarterback like that?
For me, it's playing more coverage than it is blitzing him, because I think that he has so much confidence in his arm. He may take an extra chance or two, and if you have enough guys downfield, you get those tip balls, or you're able to make a play on the football at the point where the ball gets to the receiver, then you've got a chance to make some good plays against Jameis.
And taking it across midfield and just shy of the 40. Back-to-back nice plays, 12 yards that time and a first down.
Some big plays in the passing game on this drive, and here's one out of the running game. So the passing game loosening things up. Now there's room to roam.
So 1st and 10 now in Buffalo territory at the 41. On play action, Winston. He's got his all-pro receiver, Michael Thomas. 15 more there, and they're on a roll. It's another first down.
And a nifty catch there for a first down by Michael Thomas. Still getting used to the fact that it's not Drew Brees throwing him passes. Never really 100% in 2020. Battled some injuries along the way. Ended up only suiting up for 7 games. 40 catches. That's a tough drop because in 2019, had 149 catches, an NFL record.
1st and 10, and they've got 3 tight ends out there. A jumbo package look. Winston now. And he's taken down, trying to do a little too much, getting outside of the pocket, and it results in a sack. Jerry Hughes too strong as he's in for the sack. Charles, a little bit of feast or famine on this drive. They moved the ball okay, but they've been sacked twice now.
And they've got to figure out how to plug that leak a little bit, right? Keep them away from the quarterback, because when he's not being hit, as you mentioned, they're moving the ball well.
Second and 11 now. Another try after the first down sack. Winston. Thomas has got it. Complete. And he's got a first down as a tackle made at the Bills' 15-yard line. Winston to Thomas there for the Saints' first down.
Okay, I'm not so great at math, but I just looked over at our statistician, Marvin, and he signaled to me 5 for 5 to get things started here on this opening drive. Where I come from, that's pretty good.
That is pretty good. Now, what do you do defensively to adjust?
Well, this is where you've got to make a decision as a defensive coordinator. Do you really get after the quarterback, or maybe you tighten down on the receivers, bump them off of their routes, chip away at their timing so things aren't as precise as they've been so far in this game?
Ball sits on the 10, 2nd and 5. Now Winston. A throw over the middle, taken in by Troutman. And the Saints are looking at 1st and goal as he's tackled all the way down at the 2-yard line. It's an 8-yard pickup, and it leads to a 1st and goal. Well, he did everything but get him in the end zone there, but now they're set up. Golden opportunity, strong opening drive, and they're knocking on the door.
And the way that they did it, now look where they are on the field. All right, this is naturally set up for a running play, isn't it? But with it,
and he is in for the score. Touchdown, New Orleans. Alvin Kamara taking it in from 2 yards out. And the Saints have taken the lead. A solid blocking up front from the guys on the offensive line allowed him to get in for the touchdown.
Yeah, some might say that the guys on the offensive line were in concert. I used to have a coach who called it marrying up. Meaning, when you get on a guy, you just stay right there. Each guy has his own assignment. That allowed the runner to make the big move towards the end zone.
Lutz good on the extra point, and that makes it a 7-3 lead. A pretty long drive that time, 11 plays all told. And the capper came from Alvin Kamara on the touchdown run. After the touchdown, Lutz to kick it off. From his end zone, Isaiah McKenzie. And he's going to be taken down on what will be the final play of this first quarter. After one, 7-3 the score on EA Sports. The Bills with the football as we start quarter number 2. As they get set to start their drive with a 1st and 10. The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. Their drive last time, it stalled out. They were forced to take the short field goal.
And the key phrase, you nailed it. Forced to, because you know coaches look at these short field goals as a last resort, right? To them, that's not how drives are supposed to end. You're supposed to put 6 on the board. That's a consolation prize. Like going to the county fair, you don't get the big stuffed animal on that one, do you?
No, you don't go top shelf. That's bottom shelf material. The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9. Allen going to give this one to Singletary. And he's got some space here. And he's got this almost to the 40 before going out. That good for 19 and a 1st down. After he cleared the line of scrimmage, nice little hole developed.
Yeah, great blocking right there at the start. But how about his vision, finding the open spaces and letting his feet carry him to him?
So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. On the counter, this is Singletary. Into the secondary again. And finally brought down at the 43. 46 yards now on the ground on just 7 carries.
Well, if they continue to run the football this strong, right up the middle, I don't know if they can wait till halftime to make adjustments. They better find a way to get it done series to series. I don't know if they need to sub some guys out, bring in extra people, maybe change what they're doing on the defensive side of the ball. But right now, they're running the ball very well right at them and right up the middle.
So in Saints territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 43. And now they'll throw with Allen. Works right side into the hands of the tight end Knox. And they're able to get this one past the 30 down to the 25. The catch and run, good for 18 and a 1st down.
But when you hit him on the move like that, and he's able to get into open field with a full head of steam, oh boy, it's going to be tough to get him down.
Yeah, there was a big window. They're lucky they did get him down. They had to settle for 3 last drive, hoping this second go-around ends in 6. In good position, 1st and 10. Fights through him. He'll have a 1st down inside the 10. And finally wrestled down at the 8-yard line. Another good gain. That's now 35 yards combined on those last 2 plays.
I hope we give enough respect to the big guys up front because they have been getting it done on this drive. The holes have been large, and they've been barreling through them, picking up 1st downs.
Two big plays in succession. Not sure this D knows what hit him, but now they got to get ready. It's 1st and goal. Allen. And that throw behind his man. He missed him. Incomplete. Emmanuel Sanders, the intended receiver. But it'll be 2nd and goal.
I'm going to need some help with this one. How did he miss him? Wide open in the end zone. He's not hurried. He's not hit. And somehow, incomplete?
Yeah.
What happened?
During film study, that's one where he's just going to shake his head, not be able to believe it.
6 points go by the wayside on that one.
And he's got it. 5 yards that time on the completion, and now it's 3rd and goal. Emmanuel Sanders, of course, veteran receiver, played for a lot of teams, and he was with the Saints last year. His one and only season with him, he had 61 catches, 726 yards, and was the de facto #1 receiver for most of the year with Michael Thomas out with injury. Allen now on 3rd and goal. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. Touchdown, Bills! Dawson Knox, a touchdown grab from Josh Allen. And the Bills have retaken the lead. Now the try here for the point after. And it's through, and that makes the lead 10-7. So an 8-play drive covering 80 yards. And it culminates in a Bills touchdown. After the touchdown, Bass to kick it away. Here comes Deontay Harris from his end zone. And he'll be stopped right around where he would have been had he gone down to a knee, maybe a yard shy of there at the 24. New Orleans Saints, they get ready to set up shop for their second drive. And that last drive, a long drive, but not just that, they had a great air attack going. Do they stick with that?
I would think that they would, because if they were competent enough to do it on the last drive, starting backed up in their own territory, why would you change anything? They've got to be confident about what they're presenting and continue to do so.
Yeah, because the secondary, they really looked clueless.
And that was amazing because that drive went and went, no adjustments and no big plays by the defense to knock the ball away.
A first down throw for Winston. On the check down, he finds Kamara. And they work this well upfield across the 45. Good work after the catch. Going to net him 23 and a first.
That turns into a very well-orchestrated play right there. Going to work his way out of the backfield to the right. And after he looked it in, he found plenty of space to roam and picked up big yardage.
A big hitter to start the drive has him up near midfield here for 1st and 10. Winston. He's going to look deep down the field. And that's going to be too high. Out of bounds and incomplete. Adam Troutman, the intended receiver. That'll bring up 2nd down.
Well, when you've got a tight end who can run, you've got to give him a shot to unlock the defense. Want to see what they can get, taking the big shot downfield. That one winds up incomplete.
So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on 1st down. Jameis to throw it. And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's 3rd down.
He did a fine job there of not hitting him before the ball arrived, and I've got to tell you, you can often mistime that play because of the angles of approach. When you're going to get him, sometimes you panic as well and think, I've got to be there right now. Instead, in this case, timed it perfectly and knocked it free.
So now 3rd and 10. They had the big play to start the drive, but 2 incompletions since. To the air again with Winston. Looking for Thomas, but that's intercepted. Tre'Davious White with a pick. And this one will be returned to right around the 38-yard line. Certainly not his best throw that time, and not a good time to make it, Charles, when they were a nickel with 5 defensive backs on the field.
And that's exactly why you have those 5 DBs out there. You want extra speed on the field, guys who have ball skills and understand what the passing game can do, and gives them a chance to react and make a play on the football, and they take one of those away.
The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. They had to go a long way on their last drive to score the touchdown. This time they get at least a little bit more of a cushion with field position.
I have to think that with this field position, after what they did on the last drive, they might want to take a shot right now and try and cut down the length of the drive. Now that's staying ahead of the chains. Really good pickup on first down, hitting the tight end there. Now it brings up a second and manageable.
Just found a hole in that zone. 4 yards remain for second down. From the gun, it's Allen. Finding Knox there, complete. A 6-yard pass on back-to-back plays. Picks up the first. The start for them near flawless. Defense gets them a 3-and-out. 2 quick pass connections on offense.
So that's how a team works together. Just what you described. Get them the ball, give them a little momentum, and they're capitalizing off of that. Thanks a lot, guys.
They'll run on first down. Singletary. And they can't bring him down. And he's got this down to the 35. 78 yards for him on the ground so far tonight as he has been terrific in this first half.
I'm not sure how much more evidence they need, partner, than to understand that if they don't start to slow him down, it's going to be a long afternoon here at the stadium because he is just shredding them at this point. And let's face it, coming into the game, they knew he would be the focal point of their attack. This is going to take an 11-man unit on the defensive side to start making plays.
First down, and they're going to throw with Allen. He's got the connection over the middle to Diggs. And he's got this down almost to the 20 before he's dropped. Another nice gain, 13 yards that time, and another first down.
We also have the talent, the big plays in Minnesota, but Stephon Diggs really elevated his game in Buffalo last year. Led the NFL in catches with 127. There's another one right there.
Allen now on first down. He'll find Diggs once more on the completion. And down inside the 15, shy of the 10. Back-to-back receptions for him, and it's another first down.
I like that one, partner. They go back-to-back with excellent gains, and really it shouldn't be a surprise who they were throwing the ball to. He's their best guy.
Yeah, we knew that they would get him involved early. They're doubling down on getting him involved early.
Don't be surprised they'll come right back to him again. They haven't shown the propensity to be able to stop him.
On first down, Singletary. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. Second and right at a yard.
That's a strong pickup right there on first down. And as this drive goes on, we're seeing an offensive line and running game imposing its will.
The previous run, good for 9. Here's second and a yard. On the give, this is Singletary. And he's going to get this back to the 3-yard line and no further. He got maybe a half yard at most, but officially they'll be left with a 3rd and 2.
Ladies and gentlemen, that is a force of nature at the defensive tackle position. Yes, he's as big as they come, but still plenty agile. He's able to make a nice play there to small up the ball carrier.
Allen off the play fake. Toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete. The kick by Bass is good. And the lead stretches to 6 here. It's 13-7. So the turnover leads to points as they add 3 there.
Yeah, what a sequence there, and a nice one for them. They forced the interception, put together a little drive, and then come away with 3 points. Nothing to it, partner. Just do it.
So after knocking through the field goal, here's Bass to kick it away. This taken in at the goal line. And he won't quite make it to the 25.
Let's go! Let's go!
And now the Saints get set to trot out there. And following the interception, we'll see what they can put together on this drive.
I can hear my old college coach right now. He always used to tell us before every game, the team making the fewest mistakes will win. What they're hoping is that last mistake is their only one of the game.
Coaches, that's all they talk about, turnovers, right?
Minimizing those and maximizing opportunities.
Winston and the Saints now with a 1st and 10 at their own 24. Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. And the pressure gets there, and Winston goes down. Ed Oliver, that time, the one to get in there and bring him down. These sacks now, they're starting to pile up, Charles. And that front seven defensively, they've had their way with this offensive line.
And I think at this stage, we have to start thinking about different play calls. We've got to start helping this quarterback out because the entire game he's been under siege. I don't care what the down and distance. They've got to get the ball out of his hands a lot quicker.
Throwing on 2nd and long. Winston. That's complete to Troutman, right side. That catch good for 5. It's 3rd down. Well, sometimes it's hard to take your eyes off this guy at the linebacker position. He can really cover some ground, and he did there to make that play.
And you can just see that whole play developing. That's where, as a defender, you just lock in on your target and say, I'm not even thinking about breaking stride. I'm running straight for the belt buckle because where it goes, that's where you find his body, and he was able to get in there and make a great play.
3rd and long for Winston. Flush to his right, and he works his way past the line of scrimmage and then slides to a hole. He'll wind up getting 4 yards there on his own, but it also brings up 4th down.
And they had an extra defensive back on the field on that play, and the coverage was excellent. He tried to pull it down and run for it, but they rallied to him and kept him short of a 1st down.
And the punt team on now as this one's sent away. And a fair catch taken back near about the 35, 36-yard line. Yeah, call it 38 yards on the punt, no return. And the Bills will take over the football with a 1st and 10. Here comes Josh Allen and the Bills offense back onto the field. He's played a pretty clean first half, a touchdown, no interceptions.
Frankly, that's what they expect out of him. They want to see the ball thrown and thrown well, and he's able to do that and put it in the end zone. They'd love to see more of that before this game finishes, but right now, he's got his team in a good spot.
A good spot, maybe looking for touchdown pass number 2 here in the 2nd quarter. Here's Allen on 1st and 10. Open man is Jacob Hollister. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. Nice way to start the drive, a gain of 12 and a 1st down.
It certainly feels like there are more stars at the tight end position than there were even 10 years ago. And I think it's become more of a glamour position because of the ways it can hurt a defense, and guys want to be involved. They can be in line, close to the line of scrimmage. They can split out like receivers. But hands, route running, speed, and some toughness to go across the middle, you put it all together, you got a heck of a tight end candidate.
95 yards on the ground for him so far. We remind you that coming up at halftime, we'll pay a visit to Jonathan Coachman. He's in Orlando, and he'll have our EA Sports halftime report. They try to throw on 2nd down, but this one is incomplete. He was looking for Isaiah McKenzie that time, and it's 3rd and short.
Had an open man that time, but ended up putting a little too much heat on it, don't you think, partner?
Absolutely. Just needed a touch more air under it. Instead, he fired an absolute bullet. So 3rd and 2. This quite possibly 4-down territory, though, if they're stopped. Here's Allen. And this one caught by Beasley. And he is going to have a Bills 1st down, and he's going to have it by plenty. Able to get 8 yards there on 3rd and 2. The drive stays alive. A 3rd down gain of 8.
We didn't need to ask around the league, but we got to confirm this guy's a good player. They've got to find a way to get him more involved, call a few more plays that target him.
Absolutely, because here we are toward the end of the first half, and that's the first target, not just the first catch, first target. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. Working out of the shotgun. Here's Allen. Steps away to his left. And he slides and covers up at the end as he's going to be able to pick up decent yardage. He'll wind up getting 9 after tucking it and running, so it'll leave him with 2nd and a yard.
Now, that was not a bad scramble there on 1st down. He didn't force it, nor did he throw it away. He was able to take off, and now he made it a very manageable 2nd and short.
From the 27, Allen. The throw on target to his receiver, McKenzie. And out of bounds right around the 20. He's got his first catch here before halftime, and it goes for a 1st down.
A little football 101 there. You just see the receiver try to run down the defender, meaning he goes right at him and really trying to move him a little bit towards the center of the field so he can put his foot in the ground and break to the out, to the sideline, and make a catch.
Working the middle here, that's complete to Knox, the tight end. Now the Bills are going to use the first of their timeouts as the clock stops here with 46 seconds remaining in the 1st half.
Alert, alert, alert.
Throwing now is Allen. Eluding the pressure right. And he'll take this beyond the line of scrimmage as he slides to a hole. Now the Bills will use the 2nd of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 40 seconds remaining in this 1st half. And the ball smack dab on the 5-yard line. Here's 2nd and goal. Here's Allen to throw it. Dancing to his left. And he's able to get it down to the 2-yard line. He'll wind up with positive yardage. It's a gain of 3, but now it's 3rd down. The Bills are going to go ahead and use their final timeout as they stop it with 16 seconds to go in half number 1. Another shot here from the 2 as they come up on 3rd and goal. Allen going to throw to the end zone, but it's incomplete. 4th down after the New Orleans defense holds serve. So they opted to pass for it on 3rd and goal. Let's see what they do on 4th and goal.
Well, I think they threw it with the idea that if they didn't get it, they would go for it on 4th and goal. So they've got another play in their pocket. They're going to have to call it right now. No field goal here.
The kick by Bass is good. And now it's a 2-score game at 9, 16-7. So 3 points on the board, as easy a field goal as you're going to get, but I can see you shaking your head.
I love that peripheral vision of yours, partner, because to me, if it's the 4th quarter and you're up 6, I get it. But now, even if you run and don't get in, you're still setting them up to go a long field, 98, 99-yard drive. How do you look at your defense and not give them that opportunity?
So not much time to speak of remaining in this 1st half as the kick's away. And not wanting to risk anything here late in the half, he'll just take a knee and they'll bring the football out to the 25. Getting set for their next drive, the New Orleans offense, as they take over here with 11 seconds remaining. And they're just going to run it here up the middle. And defensively, they're just looking to keep him contained as they're able to get him down. Now a timeout taken. Perhaps a chance for one more quick play and then another timeout if they hurry. We'll see. They'll come up now 2nd and 4 from the 31. Now Winston. And that is incomplete. 2 seconds left on the clock. The target that time, Michael Thomas. And it's 3rd and 4.
To this point, I've been impressed with the work defensively. They have not allowed a lot of receivers to run free. And there's another example, another incompletion.
Now they face a 3rd down and 4 after that incompletion on 2nd down. Final play of the half here, Winston. He's going to loft one deep over the middle. And the throw there going to be incomplete. So we've reached halftime with the visiting Bills taking the lead to the locker room. As we send you on over to Orlando for Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Take it away, Coach.
All right, Brandon, thanks very much. It was a terrific first half from the mobile big man quarterback, Josh Allen. First, though, let's get a check on the next-gen stats from that first half for the Bills. And their passing game has been the reason why they lead thus far. They've had great success moving the ball through 2 quarters of play. Meanwhile, for the Saints, they did not have quite the same amount of success in the passing game that their counterparts did, as you get a look at the numbers there.
All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. The Saints going to go on offense first, and they trail here as we begin quarter number 3. And the half will begin with a touchback.
All day, baby, all day.
And the Saints set to go here to begin the 3rd quarter. And they're still very much in this game, although they do trail. What's the game plan, Charles, for the 2nd half?
It might be a little counterintuitive because most people will think losing equals passing the ball more, but I'd establish the running game. They kind of went away from it in the first half. I think if they get back in balance, it'll help them when they put the ball back in the air.
Winston and the Saints now with a 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line. He'll start with a give to Kamara. And he's brought down, getting this one up to about the 35. Give him 10 yards there, and about by the nose of the football, he's going to have a 1st down.
That's a nice run right there, able to get to the outside, and so many times defenses say, okay, we've got you hemmed in. But if you're running the football, at least you know where everyone is coming from. You don't have to worry about the backside at all. That allows you to run with a little bit more confidence as you traverse down the field.
Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. From the shotgun, it's Winston. He'll get this to his tight end, Troutman. And he'll go out of bounds, it looks like right at the 40. 5 yards on the catch there, brings up 2nd down.
And the Saints not only missing Drew Brees from last year, they also lost their top tight end, Jared Cook, to the Chargers. So tight end, it's a position in flux. But that's a nice grab there to pick up the 1st down.
Ball at the 40 here for 2nd and 5. To throw is Winston. That's to his running back. It's Alvin Kamara. And he's going to be out of bounds right at midfield. They picked up 5 yards last time. Now they double it and get 10 here.
Well, they certainly had success throughout this contest, getting him the ball in the passing game, and there he picks up another 1st down. Whatever they saw going into this one, they've been able to capitalize on it, and no adjustment has been made to take it away.
Now a 1st down carry. It's Kamara. And he is across midfield from one 49 to the other 49. A gain of just 2.
I do know from experience that when you slow down someone's running game, you're now doing the dictating on defense. And guess what? Now you're getting ready to tee off on their quarterback because they have to throw it all the time. But you still have to be alert for the draws and other plays of that nature to make sure you don't get hurt.
From just shy of midfield, Winston. And that went too far in front. He couldn't reel it in. It's incomplete. He released that awkwardly. It almost looked like a pitcher who gripped his fastball a little too hard and let it go late, and it bounced in front of the plate.
Yeah, one of those fastballs that ends up at 57 feet, not 60 feet, 6 inches. Just a little short with the arm, which is unusual because we saw him in warm-ups. He's got a big, strong arm when he delivers it with confidence.
On third down, Winston. And that is incomplete. Great coverage there all around. Really didn't have many options to throw the football.
Very little chance that that one was going to be completed. Every receiver was locked up.
Here comes the Saints punter now, as he'll kick it away for the second time. And no return possible here as they angle this one out of bounds.
Let's go.
So here's the Bills offense now. They get ready for their first possession of the second half. And last time they were able to churn some clock. They got the field goal, added on to their lead. But that was a drive that was so long, it should have ended in a touchdown. You know that's how they felt.
And we'll both be headed to the airport after the game. But we probably should go to the post-game press conference because someone's going to ask the head coach about this drive. And he's going to profess that he was happy to get points, and we know that's not true.
Yeah.
Okay, after this type of a drive, not getting a touchdown, a huge disappointment.
Singletary to get the drive started. Give him a couple on the carry there, 2nd and 8.
Typically, we think it's the strong safeties that are better tacklers, especially closer to the line of scrimmage amidst traffic. But in this case, how about the free safety coming up and making the big-time play?
The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8. To the air, Allen. Looking left sideline, but it's incomplete. Stephon Diggs, his intended receiver, and it's 3rd down.
Had the right idea there, trying to throw it to the sideline, but he led him just a little bit too much, trying to get it out to his receiver. Ends up falling to the ground, incomplete.
That's the way to get it done.
So the failure to connect on 2nd down, that leaves him staring up here at a 3rd and 8. Allen. He'll get this out wide to Singletary. Singletary loses it. The Saints say they have it, and they do. So potentially a turning point here in the 3rd quarter as that swings the door back open just a bit. Yeah,
they're still down 2 scores, but I do think we're at that point in the game where you're going to reach for the football whenever possible. You're going to hear the coaches scream from the sidelines, tackle him, 2nd guy in, tackle the ball.
And now, as with every potential turnover, they're going to take a second look at this just to make sure.
The previous play is under review.
And the question, was the knee in fact down before this ball comes loose? And is the video convincing enough to overturn it?
A lot of factors here. Remember, you also need clear possession of the football afterwards. This is a tough one to overturn.
That's us. That's us.
After review of the play, ruling on the field is reversed.
So that challenge, a successful one. The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. And last drive, obviously not what you're looking for. You've got the lead. You've got to protect the football.
So in other words, someone got lucky because they've been moving the ball really well and wearing them down. In this case, though, giving up the football doesn't make them very happy. They can't wait to get back out there and atone for it.
Yeah, try to atone for it here on this drive.
So much goes into a successful play, doesn't it? How about that play action there, freezing the defense just enough to bring the tight end free downfield for the completion.
It's just me and you. It's just me and you.
On second down, here's a run with Moss. And he'll be brought down just shy of midfield at the 49-yard line. They'll get 3 as the drive continues. It's a first down.
It's nice every now and then in this game not to see people overthink it. Just hand it to the old reliable guy. Let him pick up the first down.
On play action, Allen. Being chased out left. And he'll protect himself at the end here as he winds up getting pretty decent yardage. He'll get 8 on the scramble there. It'll be second and a couple. Now Allen off the bootleg. He's got the hook up with Diggs. And this is going to be another first down as the tackle's made at the Saints 23. A gain there of 21 yards.
Now we get into the psychology of the whole thing, because a lot of teams with a 2-score lead in the third quarter, they almost become defensive with their offense, just playing not to lose. I think with this team, you got to figure at this point, this is a great spot for them to go into attack mode, really try and put the hammer down and finish this one off.
First down, and they're going to throw with Allen. It's Knox, the tight end, making the catch. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8, second and 2. A good pickup there, 8 yards on the first down completion.
Partner, it's a lot of fun watching the NFL now, isn't it? Because when the big fella runs routes, it used to be when we were kids, he'd run about 3 different routes, and that was it. Now he can run anything and catch the balls we just saw there.
They stopped after only a yard, taking it down to the 14.
I know the scouting report on him is that he doesn't possess the eye discipline to be an elite linebacker, and what that means is his ability to read, react, and make a play. But on that one, he looked like one of those guys.
And for the Saints here on third down, an extra defensive back on the field. From the gun, it's Allen. That is caught inside the 5. And the Bills are going to have a first and goal coming up as they find a way to convert there on 3rd and 1. They only needed 1 yard on third down. They get 10 instead by going to the air. Got to say, I was a little surprised to see him, Charles, come out in the shotgun on 3rd and less than a yard.
Yeah, but the way the NFL is nowadays, we hardly ever see anyone really run for it on short yardage. So they're going to throw the football more times than not. That was a nice, easy rhythm throw right there, and they pick up the first down.
Moss. And he'll go backwards, losing yardage to the 5. It's a loss of a yard there, and now second down.
This is obviously a critical sequence for this defense if they want to stay in this game. Down 2 scores already. They give up a touchdown here. That'll make things really difficult for their offense moving forward.
Back at the 5-yard line now, second and goal. Now Allen. He will find Diggs in the end zone. Touchdown, Buffalo. A 5-yard touchdown catch, and the Bills will add on to their lead.
That drive that really increased their cushion felt very military to me. Very precise, methodical. That's one of the words you've taught me. And they just got it done.
And slowly but surely now starting to pull away a little bit. Things looking good for them here in the third quarter.
Not only pulling away, but you mentioned that slowly but surely. You also drain clock, too, with a drive like that. So you really give yourself an advantage.
And now Sean McDermott's made the call. They'll go for 2. Allen will try to throw for it. To the goal line, but it's incomplete. So unable to throw it in for 2 from the 2. Let me ask you, as a former DB, what changes there around the goal line on a 2-point conversion as far as how you're defending it?
You just make sure you never back up and you never retreat. You establish yourself really on the line of scrimmage, put your heels on the goal line at worst, And if they're going to throw the ball, make them throw it over your head because they're going to run out of space because of the back of the end zone. Never let a guy catch one in front of you.
After the touchdown, Bass to kick it away. Here comes Deontay Harris from his end zone. And he'll be brought down shy of the 20, so the decision to bring it out of the end zone, not a good one. The New Orleans offense back out and ready to go, and hoping to do better than they did their last possession when they punted the football.
Appeal to the vanity of your offensive line. Tell them that they control your fate. Leverage guys. Win the line of scrimmage. If you do that, you start to win first down. You win second down. And guess what? You start accumulating first downs, and that's what they need in order to not punt the ball again.
Winston and the Saints now with a 1st and 10 at their own 18. From the gun, Winston. On the check down, he finds Kamara. Oh, what a juke into space. And he's got this almost to the 40 before going out. A good pickup there, 21 yards. Well, for Alvin Kamara, that speed-size combo, just about exactly what you want for a running back, and he uses that size, that strength to bust through a would-be tackler there.
Yeah, and that's a run born out of ferociousness. He took on that initial contact, and in his mind just screamed, "Out of my way," and kept right on going and wound up turning it into a big play.
Winston to give, it's Kamara. And able to get a couple as he's across the 40 to the 41.
That was a pretty good job defensively to hold him to a 2-yard run, but I've got to think this offensive line, they're asking their quarterback for a different type of a run, one that they rely on, one they have confidence in, one they feel like they can block.
2nd and 8 coming up. Here's Winston. And the pressure gets there, and Winston goes down. Ed Oliver able to drop him that time for his 2nd sack of the evening.
So one quick, easy analysis about why they've struggled so far. They keep putting themselves in 3rd and long situations. They just took another sack right there.
And the offensive film session tomorrow may be a little longer than it normally is.
Not a lot of positive grades will be handed out thus far.
Come on now.
So now after the sack, Winston and the Saints needing to figure out what to do. Tough play, 3rd and long. Winston from the gun on 3rd down. Open man is Michael Thomas. And he is going to have a Saints 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. Hey, you need a big play? Go to your big play guy.
Listen, that's football 101. When you have to have it, you expect that guy to step up. A lot of people call these receivers divas. Sometimes just leadership when they get in the huddle and say, "Get me the ball. I'm about to make a big play."
So now then, the big play has him all the way inside the 30 now, 1st and 10. Winston. Throw left side complete to Troutman. And he'll be out of bounds as he gets this down to about the 21 or 22. 5 yards on the catch there, brings up 2nd down.
Let's just make this one simple. Could he be any more open than he was on that play?
Yeah, they lost him going to the outside.
Hard to believe because you go through your accounting on each and every defensive snap. Who's got who, what defense you're in. That was totally a blown coverage.
Got his man complete over the middle. It's Harris. And down inside the 15, shy of the 10. The Saints passing game in sync and moving the football. It's a 1st down.
And that's a more than acceptable read right there because it's zone coverage, so timing is everything. This time he waits for his man to come open, puts it right on him, and they pick up a 1st down.
A give. This is Kamara. And he's going to be brought down just shy of the 5 at the 6.
Not too many offenses want to turn down long drives, but when you're down what they are, they've got to pay it off with some points.
Now 2nd and 5. Snap will come from the 6. Jameis to throw it. Got a man open. It's Thomas. It's a touchdown for New Orleans. It's a 6-yard touchdown pass. And the Saints get a bit closer. And in the red zone, I guess this is why you have a guy like that on your roster.
Without a doubt, and if you have him, you use him because he's a guy who's going to win just about every time. I don't care what the coverage is.
Lutz will look to add the extra point. That's up and good. It's 22-14. So that drive goes 8 plays, and it ends with a touchdown for New Orleans. After the touchdown, Lutz to kick it off. From his end zone, Isaiah McKenzie. And they'll get him down right at the 25-yard line, so the same result had he opted for the touchback. Josh Allen leads the offense out for their next possession. And the numbers for the last drive, and he was perfect, which maybe isn't surprising because he has not missed a pass in this game yet.
And it lets you know just how precise things have to be for a quarterback to be perfect, because that means the line's blocking really well, no one's dropping any of the passes thrown to them, and the quarterback is accurate. It's almost like a pitcher throwing a no-hitter or a perfect game, isn't it? He's the principal guy, but he needs a lot of help.
Time to find out if he can keep that perfect game going here, partner. On first down, they'll start out with Singletary. And he got blown up on that play. Back at the 20. It's a loss of 4 on the first down play.
Yeah, that was a safety that came through and made the play. But there's no doubt in my mind, he hits like a linebacker. And we see a lot of that in today's NFL, don't we?
And that time we do indeed. A big hit for a loss. Well, the first play of the drive lost 4. Now they'll look to move it forward here on 2nd and 14. Working out of the shotgun. Here's Allen. Looking for Beasley. Got him on his slant. He's at the 40. The 20. And he will be marked down inside of New Orleans 10. Well, like so many wide receivers, he is a threat with the ball in his hands, and he's able to do his damage here after the catch.
Yeah, and this is what we mean when we talk about flipping the field, having your offense look at going a long way to a short way after he makes a play. His ability to do that, evident. Able to make the catch there, keep his momentum going, and just continue downfield.
And you can see the distance traveled there after the catch on the next-gen stats. It'll be 1st and goal when we come back. We'll return with more after this. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Back now here live in New Orleans. It's the Bills with a lead and the football here to begin the 4th quarter. So 1st and goal, 6 points here would go a long way toward wrapping this one up. So the shotgun snap to Allen. And this is caught for a Bills touchdown. Devin Singletary there to make the grab. And the Bills will extend their lead. He was on point throwing the ball right there. He had the big play to get him down close, and then he delivers a touchdown pass on 1st and goal.
And you mentioned the big play that got him down close. I think that big play left him reeling a little bit. They didn't recover from it. And you know, they always talk about having to have a short memory on defense after a big play against you. Looks like their memory was a little too long there.
Extra point by Bass, up and good. And the lead is up to 15 now. After the touchdown, Bass to kick it away. No return there for Harris, and the drive will begin at the 25. Out onto the field comes New Orleans, and they'll be looking to build off of a nice drive last time, a drive that really relied on the quarterback.
Making good decisions, distributing the ball well, distributing it accurately, keeping it away from danger. A really nicely run drive.
But now the defense, what adjustments do they need to make in the passing game?
Pass rush, pass rush, pass rush. Whether it's the guys up front or maybe you bring additional guys, but you've got to disrupt the timing of them throwing the football.
We'll see if they can disrupt it here. On 1st and 10, Winston. Toward the left sideline, but it's incomplete. Thomas, the intended target, and that'll bring up 2nd down.
Yeah, that one sailed on him. You've got to make sure you give your receiver a chance to come down inbounds because they are very gifted. They'll make the circus catches, but they make them out of bounds. That does you no good.
An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. Now a throw here, hauled in. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. 17 there and a New Orleans 1st down. 4th quarter, every drive's so critical, and you figure they only get one more shot after this, so a touchdown's imperative on this drive.
It is, but you also have to think to yourself in play calling, don't hold anything back. Don't save it for the 2nd touchdown. You got the 1st one for the 2nd one to even matter.
Winston now to throw on 1st down. They'll get this out to Kamara. It's a gain of 6 on the play, and that'll bring up 2nd down.
Just about every quarterback is trained to really look downfield first before you come back and make a nice, safe throw. And in this case, that's exactly what he did. Found his running back, let him create some space, and it turned out to be a nice play for the offense.
They'll throw again. Winston. He'll get this one underneath to Kamara. And taking it across midfield and inside the 45. The Saints passing game in sync and moving the football. It's a 1st down.
Good yardage on the completion there. And when they look at the scoreboard, they do understand a field goal is not going to do them any good. My guess, they're going to press the ball downfield as far as possible, try and throw it into the end zone and get a score because they know they've got to get that done and get the ball back as quickly as possible.
And the timing a bit off that time as that one falls to the ground. He was trying to get it to his running back, Alvin Kamara. And it's 2nd down.
You can tell they wanted to get that ball downfield, but they had nothing working in the secondary, so he dropped it off to the running back. That one ended up incomplete.
So 2nd down, still 10 yards to go. Ball on the 43. Here's Winston. And incomplete on the deep ball.
This defense is continuing to contest every deep ball that is thrown downfield. And look, it doesn't matter whether you're playing man or zone. Eventually, that becomes man on man. And you've got to trust yourself and go up at that moment of truth and make a play on the football.
The Saints on 3rd down. They've converted just 2 for 6 thus far. This is 3rd and 10. Again, it's Winston. He'll air it out deep for Thomas. And this is dropped. Oh, it's incomplete. He had a big gainer in his sights, but he could not reel it in.
It's been clear in this matchup which side has been the more physical one. It's been this defense. And here's another example on that last play.
Here comes the Saints punter now as he's on to kick it away. And problems spreading to the punt team now. This one goes all the way into the end zone on the fly, so that'll come back to the 20. Buffalo set to get the football back here. They've got a chance now to put this game away following that last defensive stop and punt. Allen and the Bills now with a 1st and 10 at the 20. Allen now looks to throw. And he's going to be brought down. Back at his own 6-yard line. Credit that sack to Marcus Davenport. Boy, that's tough, Charles. First play of the drive, you're hoping to stay ahead of schedule. You take that huge sack, and now you're facing 2nd and a mile.
And the entire time, you were probably thinking the same thing I was. Either get rid of the ball, safely, of course, or go down. The yardage he gave up on that play, that's going to be tough for them to make up.
So after the sack, a scenario you certainly don't work on too often. 2nd and 24. Singletary here running out of the gun. And he'll take this forward only up to about the 7. They get 2 yards back, but they're going to need a lot more than that here on 3rd down.
Well, that's not a run that's going to make any of the highlight tapes, but they've been moving it well all game on the ground. This is another one that keeps them moving forward.
The Bills on 3rd down. 5 out of 9 thus far. This will be 3rd and a mile. Throwing now is Allen. Going deep for Diggs. Oh, Diggs, what a catch. And he is going to have a Bills first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. So there is the big arm of Josh Allen on display. He can throw it as deep as anybody, and that was an absolute laser.
And he made that look effortless, didn't he? I mean, he's had a great game throwing the football. This is going to add to his yardage total in a big way. It's one thing to be accurate on your short and intermediate throws, but when you're hitting the bombs like those, look out.
They'll run on 1st down. Singletary. And this time they were waiting for him as he'll be knocked down before he can get back to the line of scrimmage. Different story this time around. We had that huge gain followed by a sizable loss here. If nothing else, they've already taken a couple minutes off the clock here already as they come up 2nd down. They go right back to Singletary. And this time he's able to take it down to the 42.
Well, partner, Marvin, our #1 stats guy, just handed me a little card that says he has 97 yards on the ground today. You think he's going to get the ball again?
I think so. 3 away from that century mark. Got to have it.
Yeah, and I think what they're going to call is one of his favorite runs, whatever he feels comfortable with, and what the offensive line has executed well today to try and get him over 100 yards.
Flushed out right. And he slides and covers up at the end as he's going to be able to pick up decent yardage. 5 yards that time out of the scramble. But now they're looking at a 4th down situation.
And, partner, I would guess that in his headset he was hearing from his coach, it's 3rd down, don't take a sack. And in this case, he's able to avoid the pressure and get out of there. He doesn't get the 1st down, but he does turn a possible loss into positive yardage.
And they're going to fake it. He wants to throw it here. And the gamble fails. It's incomplete. It would have been a long field goal. The fake doesn't work out. And the Saints will have the football back.
I remember being taught that cliches have become so for a reason. A lot of times they're true, right? What's that they used to tell us about letting sleeping dogs lie? Well, this one wasn't sleeping. Maybe it was just slumbering a little bit. But taking that gamble there, you've got the lead. You may have ignited them now that they stopped you.
That's exactly right. If you take the points here, you don't shift momentum necessarily on that play. You probably just did. The throw right side is complete here on the first play of the drive. And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. Call that a very strong gain of 24.
And Traquan Smith, now in his 4th year from UCF, still expanding his repertoire and finding his way. Makes a nice catch there for a 1st down.
Now Sean McDermott is going to throw out the challenge flag.
Previous play is under review.
Did he keep those feet in bounds? That's the question they've got to decide. And I got to say, watching it in real time, it was awfully close.
Yeah, it certainly looked like a heck of a catch because he didn't appear to bobble it, which could complicate things. But even with the benefit of replay, that's pretty tight.
Well, here's the call.
What you got?
After review of the play, ruling on the field is reversed.
A good call there by Sean McDermott to throw the flag. Throwing again on second down. Winston. And Thomas has it. And he'll be out of bounds after getting this one across the 40. 5 yards. Now it's 3rd and 5. They should have got more out of that, though. He was wide open.
I love how emphatic you are with that call because that's exactly what I was thinking. Wide open in the flat. Give him a ball that he can use to get upfield with, not just catch and go over the sideline. They cost themselves some yardage there.
Throwing. Winston. Airing it out deep for Smith. And this is incomplete. Oh, he looked like he had a pretty good line on that one. That would have been a big play, but he could not pull it in.
From a defensive perspective, they had exactly what you want anytime they want to throw the football. There was pressure on the quarterback. They were getting after him, and they tightened down on the receivers and forced the incompletion.
So they're forced to punt on 4th as this one's away. And a great job on special teams to down it as this will be marked out inside the 5-yard line.
That is how you flip field position. That's an absolute bomb of a punt. Downs it inside the 5-yard line. Absolutely ideal.
From that position, you're hoping to get it down inside the 15, inside the 5. Superb. The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. They'll start on the ground with Moss. Bulldozes past him. And they'll get him down up past the 15-yard line.
Let's go!
That'll go for a gain of 13, helping big time to get away from that end zone. 1st down. I'm guessing you'd say this is kind of the key here. Grind out some yardage, work on that clock, see if you can continue to tick it down.
Definitely, you want to bleed things out at this point, right? Continue to possess the football, gain some yardage, and put the onus on the defense. Do they have to use timeouts? What are they going to do to stop you? You're taking charge.
So that last play gives him a little more space now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 16-yard line. Here's Allen to throw it. Escaping the pressure right. And he works his way past the line of scrimmage and then slides to a halt. He'll get 3 yards on the scramble there at 2nd down.
Looked to me like they adopted what my kindergarten teacher always said. If at first you don't succeed, try again. And finally, able to hold him in check. He'd been carving him up running the ball.
That's the first time I think I've seen where the coverage was good downfield and they accounted for him and stopped him for a short pickup.
Yeah, I don't think it was a big adjustment, but much more emphasis on making sure they knew where he was when he decided to take off and go.
Allen's throw is complete. And he'll get this one way up just shy of the 45-yard line. 25 yards there on the catch and run.
These guys are running offense like you drive. The pedal is down, stomp down. How about that? Back-to-back completions. They are rolling.
So much for being conservative and running that football. On 1st down, Singletary, and he's going to bowl his way forward to the 48. Call it a gain of 4 on 1st, and that'll make it 2nd down.
Well, you don't turn your nose up at a gain of 4, do you? They'll take that on 1st down. Playbook's got to be pretty well open on 2nd and 6.
Now a 2nd down and 6. To the air, Allen. He'll get this out wide to Singletary. No gain on that one, and it's going to bring up a 3rd down.
As a defense, you're more balanced when you're in zone coverage because you're able to keep your eyes on the quarterback and see the play develop in front of you. They're able to keep the quick pass in front of them and stop it right at the line of scrimmage.
The Bills on third down. They've converted 6 times and could use a 7th here. This will be 3rd and 5. From the gun, it's Allen, and that will be incomplete.
They really had a good drive going there, but a nice recovery by the defense these past few downs, able to knock that one away on 3rd down and bring up what I think for the offense, an unexpected 4th down here.
Here's Matt Hawk now. Always a good sign when your first punt comes in the 4th quarter. Yikes. Terrible kick headed straight for the sidelines. And the punt over the side in the air, and the spot will be inside the 35. The Saints offense now, they get ready to head back onto the field. Winston and the Saints now with a 1st and 10 at about the 32. Now Winston. He'll get this to his tight end, Troutman. 3 yards the gain there, 2nd down. One thing I think that's safe to say defensively, the tackling's been really good.
And because of that, it's been very, very hard for them to move the ball because you're not getting the benefits of run after catch. They're tackling them almost on the spot. That means you have to run extra plays, harder to move it.
From the 35 on 2nd down, Winston looking here for Smith downfield. And this is dropped. Oh, it's incomplete. He had a big gainer in his sights, but he could not reel it in.
On every offensive coordinator, every play caller sheet, they have about 5 or 6 plays per game that they call shot plays or big plays, and you don't get many opportunities to dial them up, and they just did, and they drop it with a great chance to make a big play. That's going to hurt.
That is hauled in by Michael Thomas. Touchdown, New Orleans. Michael Thomas, his 2nd touchdown of the night. And the Saints make some inroads here to that deficit.
I know Paul Revere talked about by land or by sea, right? You know, 1 by land, 2 by sea. He didn't mention air because right now we're seeing a big-time performance, aren't we? That's 2 touchdowns so far in this game.
Where'd you pull that one from?
And, you know, every now and then I actually listened in history class.
And you're just a scholar all the way around. You're reading all the time. I like that you fit that into the broadcast.
You know, I just grab a nugget when I can.
After the touchdown, Lutz to kick it off. Isaiah McKenzie now on the return. And not much happening on the return as he'll get this to about the 23. The Buffalo offense and Devin Singletary heading back out there. So after that hot start, the numbers here show the decline. What has the defense done adjustment-wise?
Sometimes when you have a running back who's gotten off to a hot start, you've got to catch him before he really gets going. So you change what you do across the defensive front. Instead of the linebackers being back a few yards, you bring them up closer. It's what we call mugging the line of scrimmage, taking away a lot of blocking angles and gaps and maybe stopping him before he can get going.
Mugging the line of scrimmage, okay.
Yeah, in this case.
The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. After the touchdown we just saw, we have a brand new ball game, and now look at the situation. You got plenty of time on the clock. Defensively, they have 3 timeouts. So do you run the football here or do you throw it?
I think you have that full conversation with your offensive unit, and you tell them, here's the situation. They've got all their timeouts, so we are not going to play this conservatively. We've got to attack them. We've got to make them use those, gain the ground that we need in order to put this game away. If you think we're just going to run it 3 times and punt it, you got another thing coming.
Yeah, and by the way, also the 2-minute warning in play, so essentially 4 timeouts left.
They have to be aggressive here.
Yeah, he'll get this one way up just shy of the 45-yard line. So it's Bills football here as we get you reset. They've got a 1st and 10 as they look to try and finish this one off. Now the Georgia Southern man, it's Matt Breida. And quickly we're going to get another stop here with 1:54 left as they call the timeout defensively. Three yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7. They'll try and run some clock here as they keep it on the ground. And now we're going to get a timeout defensively. So another stop. 1:50 left in the football game. To throw is Allen. Flush to his right. And he will slide to a stop. He does have the 1st down. Now the Saints will use their 3rd and final timeout. And they'll be disappointed to have to burn one there after giving up the 1st down. And they take a knee. On 2nd down now. It's Moss, and he's going to have to protect the football and take his lumps here at this stage of the game as they stop him behind the line. A loss of 1, now a loss of 2, and they're staring at a 3rd and 13. I guess the simple question, why not just take a knee there?
I don't understand either why you would take any sort of a chance. We've seen it happen in the game of football. Doesn't matter whether you've watched high school, college, or the NFL. Some people get a little greedy, try to get that extra running play in, and it can backfire on them.
Allen down to a knee, and that should just about do it.
Yeah, it's fun to kneel down in front of your home crowd, but when you go on the road, that band of brothers attitude, right, just us against the world, and get it done, how happy are they?
I remember a coach at a previous stop telling me, you get a win on the road, doesn't matter the opponent, get out of there like you stole something. And they did in this one. Here's Matt Hawk now, as he'll punt it away for the 2nd time. And no return here. Where will they spot it? They say just outside the 20-yard line. But, Charles, a one-score game. Down to the end we went. They had one final play in that one-score game. We all knew what was coming, the Hail Mary. They just couldn't get it done.
Wasn't exactly complicated, was it? We all knew, as you said, and go long and see if we can find someone open. They didn't get it done. Someone's happy. Someone is not.